What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to Therapist Logan Reacts. Today we are running it back with Stray Kids. This is a lot of people have been commenting on it. A lot of people have been liking the content that we're doing. So we're gonna keep going along with them. This is one that has been commented on some of the videos that I've been doing. And I think it's time we get after this specific one. You saw it when you clicked on this video, so thank you guys so much for clicking and watching. But before we jump into it, make sure you go to my channel. There's a link up top for a Google Docs Q&A. Make sure you go drop a question so that way I can kind of find a way to connect more with my subscribers. That could be a cool video in the future. So go drop a question. Maybe you could ask anything about what it's like to be a therapist, anything that I can answer when it comes to that. I would love to do that, and just so I can connect with you and do a cool little Q&A action. So go do that real quick before you watch the rest of this video. But if not, let's jump right into Scars by Stray Kids. This is the music video, so I'm going to try to watch the music video as well as react to the lyrics. Really cool shot, kind of like a desolate area. It's almost like a dystopia almost, and it seems like they're backtracking. There's probably a green screen right past this, but color grading looks pretty solid. That's the videographer in me, so I apologize. All right, let's continue on. Let's go grab the lyrics. Oh, I think these are Japanese characters. I'm gonna have to pull up the lyrics because it's giving me Japanese characters, and I do not speak I can't read characters. I speak a little Japanese. Scars, Stray Kids, lyrics, English. Okay. Yeah, it looks like if I can remember, yes. These are definitely Japanese characters. I know Koreans typically have characters typically have more circles. I recognize this one right here. This almost looks like a 5 kind of, and this backwards 3. It's been a while since I've been on Duolingo for Japan reading kanji and hiragana, but I have been in Japan, so that's how I can recognize it. But yeah, let's back up. So we got I'll never cry because I know that'll never change. So maybe there's like an acceptance kind of going on. I'm not sure. Okay. I got the lyrics pulled up on my phone as well. I'll try to follow along best I can. All right, so when the Japanese characters start, it goes, I'll stay standing in a dirt in an unknown place. There will be many times I'll almost fall, but alone, I reach out my hand. Alone, I stand back up. So there's that recognizing. Maybe the scars have to do with the trauma of trying to trust into people, looking out, or trying to wait for somebody to come save you, but that was not the case. Then Changbin, Hyunjin, worn out sneakers, worn out tee. I don't have time to heal my aching scars. This voice dying in front of the pop guard. All these scars are somehow like a tattoo. See, now that's cool. That's a cool concept because now we're talking about scars, not on the figurative sense, but on the literal sense. Tattoos can be seen. Tattoos are quite literal scars that have healed over and held the ink inside. When it comes to mental health, scars are typically deep within. They're deep connected to our ego, different emotions, different memories, and it's really important to try to it's important, but it's hard to heal those scars, because if those scars didn't heal properly, it takes a therapist being able to kind of go back into them and dig out the wound a little bit and clean it up before processing it and moving past. Now, the scar will always kind of be there. It's not going to disappear, but you also want it to be cleansed out in a sense of anything that may linger, anything that may have stayed, because all that's going to do is create it's going to create turmoil for you in the future. And it's really important to learn and work towards healing the scars at your own pace. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. Like you don't want to, a good trained therapist is going to work with you and not make you do something you're necessarily uncomfortable with. They will push you to uncomfortable levels, but they should be doing it in a sense of having backup and being able to have some coping skills readily available. So if you become triggered in a session, they're not re-traumatizing you. It's more of having to go and explore and reprocess certain things to in the essence of healing. So it's really important that a trained therapist, if you're doing trauma work, is setting up that outward boundary of being able to kind of heal and return to baseline if it becomes too overwhelming, because trauma is very hard to work through. Not impossible, just very hard to work through. But let's continue on. Ooh. So, all right. So we got a few lyrics that I really want to jump into. I'm just going to read it. So, public tattoo. I bear it all, I show it all, and even in the days I want to throw away, I won't avoid it no matter what happens. I don't care, let go, even if I collapse. Until dawn, I turn the lights. That's right, I won't stop. I will still be bright ahead. Face towards the future, I will never give up. Now, this can be a great reframing of scars that you've been through, the war wounds that you've been through, whether it's psychological, physical, emotional, or ideological. These scars can be utilized in so many different ways and show that what you've been through, that it doesn't define you. And it can be really, really empowering if you're able to work through it and reframe it that way. Now, you don't necessarily have to. It's your story, and it's however you want to depict it and process it and do those different things. But in some instances, it can be extremely healing to reframe it in a positive light, in the sense of not happy that it happened to you, but happy that you're proud of the fact that you were able to get through it, because you were to be strong enough to be able to do something extremely difficult and have the scars to kind of tell the tale. So that's a good way of reframing it. I would very much want to work through that, because you don't want to just necessarily kind of just write it off and not really do any work within it, because that can be minimizing overall, and it can it's like heal. It's like sewing up the wound before really cleaning it out. If you're just gonna go jump straight to just a positive reframe, you really gotta do the emotional work that comes along with trauma and things that give you scars. Continuing on, we got, if it's me, I will be okay. I'll push forward. This hurt. This won't change my heart. Even if it looks, it'll be break. I'll aim the limit of my strength. I love this because this is like, no matter what, I will prevail. I'm going to persist regardless, and I'm not going to let some difficult or terrible things change who I am. I feel like a lot of the time, a lot of people utilize things that they've been through and do those things to become not great people. They kind of use it as an excuse to become they kind of use it as an excuse to participate in maladaptive behavior, let's say, because they don't become bad people. It's just they participate in maybe some maladaptive behaviors that aren't great for society overall. I heard this quote, I don't know who it's from, but it's, some people have been through traumatic and terrible things growing up, and they become bad people because of it. And some people have been through extremely traumatic events and terrible things and just visceral trauma, and some people become good despite all of that. It's decisions. It's decisions and what you're willing to work through. And I think that's powerful because you don't let it define you. I feel like individuals who allow it to, it can be kind of defining, and it can be extremely hard to get out of that mindset. It's not easy. It's not an easy mindset to go, but you're not responsible for what happened to you, but you are responsible for healing through it and getting past it and not allowing it to continue that cycle of pain. That's typically how generational trauma continues on and all these different things. But I think it's beautiful because it's giving power back to the individual. All right, let's continue on. It's cool that they can sing in Japanese as well. 誰か見てくれているだろうこの痛み癒してくれるだろう Yeah. Why can't my day I turn on the lights そう止まらないまだ先に光る未来へ向かう I will never give up 僕なら大丈夫突き進んで傷つこうとこの心に変わりはない進む先また涙流しても強く手を握り向かう明日へと忘れてた笑顔また取り戻して上向いて walk 眩しいほど My scars So that's awesome. I love the Lino, Sungmin, Bangchan, Han. It has everybody on this. I'm watching or reading on Genius. Even if I shed more tears in the future, I tighten my fist heading for tomorrow. Like, yes, it's the recognizing I've been in pain. I am in pain currently, but yet I still move forward. Gosh, like the resilience that's coming through in the song is absolutely amazing. It's just beautiful, and it's so powerful. I can totally see why everyone has been commenting this one specifically. I take back the smile that I had forgotten. How powerful is that statement? Oh my goodness. As a therapist, I would be jumping all over that. That is such a powerful statement, and I love powerful statements. I love when the clients I work with have them and have those moments of, I'm taking the power back. This is for me. This is mine. And it's just amazing to see that, and that's one of the things that I absolutely love working as a therapist. It's one of the most rewarding things to see people take back the power in their lives, especially having gone through extremely traumatic experiences and whatnot. I do a lot of trauma work, and it's super rewarding when the individual finally has a cathartic moment, or is able to open up, or is able to kind of go against what they've been hiding for years. And it's hard. It's not easy, but just having that moment and being able to facilitate that and walk alongside them is literally one of the best, most rewarding components of being a therapist. And I long for it. Obviously, I don't get it every single session, obviously, but that's literally what I strive for, and it's I want for my clients. So yeah, let's continue on to finish up. We got a few more lines. And that wraps up Scars by Stray Kids. What do we got? We got a little bit extra. Some drawings, artwork. They are all very artistic. I think it's so cool that they're able to do speak in Japanese as well, or sing in Japanese too. So it seems like they do both. They sing in both Korean and Japanese. Is is it like a mix? Are some of them Korean and some of them Japanese? Are all of them Korean, or is there a mix? I'm curious. I don't really know like the behind the scenes, but yeah, no, that's awesome. Japanese, I guess I would say, sugoi desu ne. Stray Kids, aisuki desu. It's basically saying like, that's awesome. I like the Stray Kids. That's a great song. I like how it packed full, the beat, the tempo, the tone, the lyrics. Absolutely killer. The music video is cool too. There's really cool vibes. I just love, again, how much, like, you can just tell there's so much thought that gets put into the music videos, and I think that's amazing. So, but yeah, that wraps up Stray Kids Scars, the music video, Stray Kids Japan official YouTube. Make sure you drop a like on this video if you liked the video and you like the song, or if you like what we're doing here. Make sure you drop a comment down below what you want to see next, or what you liked about this song, or if there's something I missed lyric-wise. And make sure you subscribe, because we are on our way to 4,000 subscribers, and I think that's awesome. Hopefully one day we can be somewhere where this 3.62 million subscribers. That's the goal, but we're creating something cool. So make sure you subscribe so you can stay along for the ride and get to see some really cool reactions and be a part of a community that focuses mental health and psychology and a whole bunch of different things too, that promotes positivity and mental health awareness. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you next video. See you then.